Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the lightsaber itself. Again, these are all pieces that you can choose when they present you with the tray inside Savvy's workshop. But really, what it is, it's just a series of pieces that you can unscrew. What's really nice is, as I'm doing this, I'll tell you, you can buy belt clips that will fit either these little circular ones or the rings. Whatever hilt cap that you decide to go with, you can buy a belt clip. It's about $15, and I haven't put it on my belt yet, but it's great because I can slide it into the little slot for this circular piece, and there are two little plastic things that you have to squeeze in to keep it in place. You squeeze in, set it, let go, and it secures the lightsaber pretty well. So again, I'm just going to take these pieces out. Again, this is running. I have this running with my yellow kyber crystal. I've got my red one here to switch out. I haven't quite figured out how to take out the blade just yet. It's in there pretty good, so I may have to ask around for that. But as you can see, we're kind of getting down to the skeleton of the lightsaber, which is really a plastic tube. It's just plastic. So inside I have the yellow kyber crystal in here that I will pop out, and admittedly this is the most tricky part. I struggled with this quite a bit during the experience. It's because there's a plate here, this top one, it pushes up, so what you need to do is just kind of do your best to fit it in there. You didn't see it, but I just dropped it just now. But you kind of have to just kind of find a way to work it in there. And once you do, you don't be afraid to put some extra pressure in it, because you're going to need it. Again, this is surprisingly the most frustrating part. But I've got it in there, and it's letting me know it's working because it has lit up. But yeah, goes right in there. I think you can get away with doing it from both sides. I guess, you know, it may not matter tech wise, aesthetic wise maybe, if you're into that. But again, you're not really going to be seeing it once you've put it in. So at that point, you take the caps, and there's a very specific way of putting them back together, and then you just kind of screw the pieces back in. And all this is done while Jedi Masters are walking around and kind of like oohing, ahhing, and oh, good choices and stuff like that. So you do have an audience of sorts. And then we just kind of screw this piece back in. I imagine too, undoing all these pieces is how you would replace the batteries. But once that's all done, we just hit the switch, and we have a working lightsaber. Alright, so apart from the lightsaber, another thing that you can get is the Sith and Jedi Holocrons. These aren't required for enjoying your lightsaber. It's just one of those things that you can buy. These go for about $50, and it's actually really cool for what it is, for as simple as it is. It's really fun. So apart from a well-crafted, good-looking holocron design here, how it really works is there's a front flap that you open up, and whatever kyber crystal that you've purchased or chosen for your lightsaber, this is actually what the kyber crystals look like. And what you do is you kind of pop it into this little carrier, which is very interesting. It's just a holder. Like there's nothing that you have to physically connect or you have to wait for any feedback for. You just kind of pop it in, you close the front flap, and this top of the holocron, by twisting it, will turn it on, and I'll do that right now. And so you can see that it glows. It's glowing red because I put a red kyber crystal into the holocron. But there are two sensors on the side that if you put your hands on...
Unless you take risks, do what must be done. There will always be limits to your abilities. Seize the knowledge. Seize the power.
And so you get phrases from different characters. I'm assuming that's Darth Maul. But I've been getting about 4 or 5 different phrases with the crystal that I put in. So that's kind of cool. I like the red kyber crystal because that sound effect reminds me of the old school Space Mountain ambient sound, so that's fun. But when I want to turn it off, and so you get a nice little power up, power down. But yeah, that's the holocron, and again, it will change color depending on the color of the kyber crystal you put in. And supposedly, I haven't tried it yet. I do want to get the Jedi holocron because if you put typically Sith kyber crystals into the Jedi and vice versa, you'll get some very interesting messages. I'll open it up again. All I have to do is just drop it right in, close it. And so we saw with the red kyber crystal, it glowed red. With the yellow one, it glows yellow. And who do we have in this crystal?
Good. Use your aggressive feeling. Let the hate flow through you.